What's going on, Colts Nation? I appreciate you joining me for another video where in this one, we're going to be talking about a little bit of a redemption story, right? A little bit about our guy, A.D. Mitchell. With the way the receiver room is packed with injuries this week, Josh Downs, Ashton Dulin, you would assume that now is the time for A.D. Mitchell to be back out there. He was a healthy scratch this past week, didn't play the week before. Ashton Dulin got all those snaps, so it's going to be interesting to see what happens. I've seen some speculation of him still not playing. Now, I'm all down with practice squad player coming up, making some plays. That's all good. Honestly, can't even remember bro's name right now. I believe his last name is Owen. But whatever the case, I think he's a shifty player. He did well in the preseason, made some plays, but this is big boy football. And A.D. Mitchell is incredibly talented. And so coming into this game, if Josh Downs, it seems like he's going to be out just the way the concussion protocol is, which is interesting. I saw Marvin Harrison Jr. was a limited participant in both days of Cardinals practice. Concussion protocol doesn't really make any sense to me. I think it's too intrusive, to be completely honest with you. I think the players should have more say. That's just me. But I understand the NFL trying to protect themselves nonetheless. Coming into this one, probably going to be without Josh Downs. We'll see if Ashton Dulin can practice on Friday. He hasn't practiced yet this week. And at the time I'm recording this is obviously before the Friday practice report. So we'll see what happens. And actually, by the time this video comes out, you guys will know, will probably know at this point whether or not Dulin practice and what that's looking like. Shane Steichen will have already said who's going to be in, who's going to be out, that sort of thing. But as we go into Sunday, with the assumption that Dulin and Downs are going to be out, it feels like quite the redemption story that the football gods writing a script for A.D. Mitchell. Going back into the same building in L.A. where A.D. Mitchell's two incredibly costly mistakes. Colts could be 6-0 if not for those two costly mistakes. Obviously, there were like 11 penalties or 10 other penalties in that game, I believe. The Colts definitely shot themselves in the foot outside of A.D. Mitchell in that game, but of course, A.D. Mitchell legitimately took 14 points off the board. And so the Colts could be 6-0, the only undefeated team still in the league. Things could be much different. And this game against the Chargers with all our injuries would still matter, but, even if we lose, we'd have some comfort room. But now we're in a situation where this game against the Chargers is incredibly important, which we talked about earlier today. We talked about yesterday in a video about the ramifications of this Chargers game. So as we see here, looking back at the Rams game, the last time he played in SoFi, 3 catches, 96 yards, and a would-be touchdown. And we all know what happened. He drops the ball as he's switching hands, fumbles the ball, goes out of bounds, ends up as a touchback, completely changes the game. And then when the Colts had what would have been the biggest run the Rams have given up all year, right? 52 or 58-yard touchdown, whatever it was, for Jonathan Taylor, and the holding call on A.D. Mitchell happens. So for A.D. Mitchell to go back into that building, I just think, like, I'm a football gods kind of guy. I just am. It's the way I am. I think it's real. Just like fumbling the ball out of the end zone. Every team ever that has fumbled the ball out of the end zone like that, right, or dropped the ball before you get there, this isn't a for sure stat. I'm pretty sure all those teams in football history have lost that game. Right? So this feels like the perfect moment for an A.D. Mitchell redemption game where you have Josh Downs out. You have Ashton Dulin quite possibly going to be out. And I saw somebody that I completely agree with, and I had the same thoughts. If both those guys are out, then presumably you have A.D. Mitchell and Alec Pierce on the outside and play Pitt in the slot. I think that would work really well. Right? Pitt, incredible at moving the chains already, but he always plays on the outside. I think you put him in the slot. That might even be a little bit more of a natural role to be completely honest with you. And so I feel like that would be a really good spot. And then, of course, you have Tyler Warren on the offense, and there are going to be different times, even with all the receivers healthy, they put Tyler Warren on the outside sometimes. So there's certainly a way where it can work with 3 receivers, right? You don't put A.D. Mitchell on the slot. You put A.D. Mitchell on the outside. Alec Pierce stays on the outside, plays his normal role, right? So I think A.D. Mitchell probably takes the X. Then you have Alec Pierce stay at the Y. And those guys are your outside, Pitt in the slot. And I think that could work really well for what the Colts need to do. Offensively, being able to move the ball, like I just think like he hasn't played in 2 games. You made him healthy scratch in a game. Like, how long are we going to treat him like a child and hey, let's keep punishing this guy? Like, I think he's learned. He has Reggie Wayne. He's under Reggie's wing. And so I think this is a moment where the coaching staff, takes him aside. Shane and Jim Bob, I think they take him aside and they say, hey, look, I know what happened the last time we went out here. I know we've been hard on you last couple weeks. I know it's been hard on you to sit and watch and to not be involved, right? To not be out there, not even have a chance to go out on the field. But this is your opportunity, right? This is your opportunity to show us that you can be better. This is your opportunity to show us that you can grow and that you can help us win a football game, right? Come into this game, do everything the right way, make plays when plays are there to be made, and come out of SoFi with a massive win so that we can stay on top of the AFC. Because make no doubt about it, if we lose to the Chargers, they're the number 1 seed. All right, they are the number 1 seed. Even if we lose to the Chargers, I believe we're still the number 2 seed, which is great. But we win this game, we're the 1 seed. Right? So I think getting in 80's ear, hey, this is what you're going to be expected to do. Again, I know we've been hard on you last couple weeks, but we need you now. With what we have going on, we need you now. We need the best version of you, all the plays you can make, all the skill you have, all the talent you have. Everybody always talks about how good you are, and now we need you more than ever since you've been on this football team. We need you to show up in the biggest way, in the biggest moments, and help us put this game away against a very talented Chargers team with a very talented defense. I feel like the Chargers are too talented on defense to not play AD. Their defense is far too good to not play the best 11 that you possibly can play. So for me, man, again, I'm a football gods person, man. It's like people talk about the script writers, the football gods are writing the script of the season down with the gaffes that he made in SoFi to go back into LA, to go back into that stadium and to be able to make a game-changing play and to help the Colts win this game. Even though if you watched the game preview earlier, even though I think there's a good chance the Chargers could win this game because of all the injuries the Colts are facing and the Chargers seemingly getting healthy at the perfect time, there is a part of me, because I believe in the football gods and how some of these things work out. This feels like, right, and you're talking about win for Jim, right? The way this Colts season is going, this team just feels different. It feels like the football gods made what happened against the Rams happen for a reason. And I think that reason is because he is going to change the game in some way, in a positive way for the Colts this upcoming week. And that gives me hope. Gives me hope that the Colts are going to be able to pull it out. When I think the Colts are going to win, it's because I think and I believe A.D. Mitchell is going to be a part of it. And A.D. Mitchell is going to help change the game in some form or fashion. And if the Colts are going to win, he's going to have to play. Just a simple fact. You have to play your best 11 against that defense. So, for me, man, I'm very hopeful. Still high on AD. I still think he's incredibly talented. He's a young man, but I'm 32 years old, man. I've been where he's been. I made a lot of mistakes in my 20s, especially at 22 and 23 years old. I was still making ridiculously stupid mistakes, and I hope for the best for AD. I still believe in the kid, man. I still think he deserves a chance at redemption. And what better chance than now? Come on, Shane. Come on, Shane. Give the kid a chance. Put him in the game. And let this kid grow into a man in front of our eyes. Please. Right? The AD redemption game. Okay, this is my ballad. This is my story. This is my truth. Right? The AD redemption game is upon us. And I want to know how you guys feel about it. Do you think AD should stay off the field because of what happened? Do you think AD Mitchell should get every chance to be able to prove himself this upcoming week? Right? With Josh Downs and Ashton Doolin out. Do you think AD Mitchell should play? How do you think this should go with AD Mitchell? How do you think this goes if he plays? How do you think it goes if he doesn't? Are you with me with the football gods and AD Mitchell having a chance at redemption? You guys let me know your thoughts down in the comment section. Would love to hear, truly would love to hear where you guys are at with this. It's been a couple weeks. We've won a few games since AD's mistakes happened. So you guys let me know what you're thinking on this. I'm truly curious where everybody stands on this. So again, get in the comment section, let me know. And of course, if you enjoy the content, hit the like button. Make sure you guys subscribe with notifications on so you get notified anytime we drop any content on this channel. And of course, I appreciate you stopping by for another video. And as always, take care of yourself, take care of each other, and go Colts.